It's me, Lillian Medium. Hello, hello. Medium is one of the things that I am humbled to be. I'm a healer, a teacher, a mom, a godmother, an aunt, a little bit of everything. I'm happy to be here. Yay, yay, yay. I am going to be talking today how to make a clearing mist for the home and for the self. Now, the clearing mist for the home and for the self, it could be simply your spiritual hygiene routine where you are, wanting to keep your home in a high frequency as well as your spirit body. We have so much going on that we cannot see literally within our spirit body. Our spirit body holds the expressions of our emotions, the expressions of our thoughts, the expressions of our experiences. And those are not always positive, right? We can encounter anger, we can encounter sad emotions, ill emotions. So we want to make sure that weekly we have a routine, or I suggest that we have a routine, not just weekly for the home, but daily for the self. So we're going to go over a couple things here, and I will put below a link where you can find all of the products that I am speaking of, so you don't have to go searching and saying, I can't find it. All right, brilliant. So the first thing that we want to start off with, obviously, is having 2 water bottles. One for the home and one for the purse or the car. If you're a male and you have a purse, it's fine. You can have a water bottle this little and have it in your car. All right. This is for the self and this is for the home. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to make our clearing mist, my most favorite one. And this combination of items is very traditional in Espiritismo, which is what they call mediums in Puerto Rico. Whenever they have a circle or development circle, they have a glass bowl with water, Florida water, and violet water, and eggshell powder, and they put holy water in it as well, which is what we're going to kind of do now, right? So we have a couple ideas here that we're going to work with. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to add the items based on what you feel that you want the scent to be. Some people like it stronger, some people like it not so strong. So I love my Florida water. So we're going to put Florida water in here. And I already know by what I love. Florida water is not water from Florida. It is floral water. It is water that has a floral scent. It has orange, lemon, clove, and cinnamon. It smells delicious. It's been around since the 1800s. Okay, right. And again, you'll have the link below to go on my site and have all the Amazon links for these products. This is Florida water. First thing, Florida water is good for anxiety. Florida water is good for insomnia. Florida water is good for clearing. And I am happy to be able to use it in all different ways. I use Florida water to mist my children's shoes because energy sits in the shoes, and curtains, bed sheets, pillowcases, blankets, everything and anything, especially if you have a child that's having dreams and you're feeling like it's keeping them up and they have anxiety. When you're beginning to develop as a medium, healer, or psychic, we tend to feel a lot of nervousness because, of course, we are using our nervous system to do all these things. So Florida water is perfect. Florida water is good for banishing things that are negative as well. To boom, go, let me rise up to who I am. So it is good for any new apartment you move into, any new home. You should mist everything in all of the corners in that home, which is why we have this bottle. The second thing that we're going to use is violet water cologne. And again, the link will be where you guys can find it, but it's agua de violetas. So it's agua de violetas, okay? I love it. Oh my God. It smells like, those candies that you used to buy in the gas station, that they had the candies and the gum? It smells just like that. I love this. Is my best ever. I'm going to use a little of what I have left here. And then we'll go to that one. And whenever I'm doing anything spiritual, I like to have a white cloth. So you put a white cloth, again, it just brings that purity, you know, and that sense of renewal, freshness, okay? So I love that. I'll go off on that. I'll use the whole thing. Okay, so we have our Florida water. We have violet water. Now, violet water in Cuba and in Puerto Rico, it is used for babies a lot on the head because they believe when a baby's born, they still have that soft spot. There's their connection with all that is. So they want to keep that pure. And they'll put it on the baby's head, on the back of the neck. And it is brilliant. I love it. Sometimes they feel like if somebody says, oh, that baby's so beautiful, but they don't say God bless you, they might get the eye, the baby might be irritable, crying. So then they'll grab some violet water, put it over the baby, or even Florida water. There is also for babies these colognes, and you can even use them. I actually use this myself, and I'll put the link. This is not up, but I will add this. I use this. It's Royal Violets, but it's a baby cologne with aloe vera. They have one with chamomile as well. I love this. I spray in the home, I spray it in my car, you know, and I use it. This is another way of keeping your frequency high. Everything that you're going to see that I'm going to mention is all about keeping your frequency high, okay? You want to keep your thoughts high. You want to keep your emotions high. Life happens. Life is not easy. Not everybody uses their free will in a positive way. Not everybody has good thoughts for somebody. And that's just the reality of life. You don't be that person. Be different. Be a good person. Create great karma for yourself. Forget about what everybody else is doing, right? Then we're going to add holy water. So this is some holy water. And again, you can collect that in a church, or you could even attune the water. There is ways to make your own holy water. Basically, holy water is just like attuned water with sea salt in it. So you can actually attune the water to 520 hertz. And you can find that video on YouTube and then put a little sea salt and voila, you have your holy water. All right. This is eggshell powder, and it comes in it looks like the little ketchup, the little white paper ketchup things, and you'll see it in the link that I am going to provide for you guys. But it's like chalk, as you can see. It's like chalk, see? And so I don't scratch it and put it in there. I actually put it in my finger, and then I put it see how it just kind of, it's in there, and then I'll just mix it up. Because what happens is it'll clog your mist, so you don't want that. So again, doing the same thing, finger in there, and it's got the eggshell. Now, let's talk about eggshell powder. Eggshell powder is used by shamans. It's very common in a development circle in La Mesa Blanca, which they call a white table. And that's just how mediums develop in Puerto Rico, Cuba, and the Caribbean. They sit, and there's a medium, the main medium, that will read and bring forward messages, and then everybody else sits in the circle, holds the space, holds the power. And then if anybody gets anything, they say it, and then they just sit and sit and sit until they're in that power where they're delivering messages and they understand in their own right what their gifts are going to be and how they're going to develop. This is put inside the water, again, the violet water, the Florida water, blessed water, eggshell powder, and they put white flowers in it. And sometimes they even put anil, which I'm going to be making a video on that fantastic item. Okay, so now you just can simply add your water. Now, let's take it a step further. I don't want you to add regular water. I want you to add like mineral water or spring water, all right? So even if it's from, if you could go to the river, that's fantastic. But if you can just get mineral water from water bottles or wherever, that's perfect, right? But then I want you to attune this. I want you to attune this to 417 hertz. 417. And the reason why I want you to attune this to 417, and that's the frequency for your spleen chakra, and that's also connected to your sacral chakra, and that is by a woman's reproductive system as well as a man. Therefore, that's where you create life. So if energy is coming in from the spleen and we're wanting to stay in a positive place, 417 is what we want to charge the water with. So you're going to get the water before you put it in here. You're going to put it next to a speaker. It could be a Bluetooth speaker. You can get a Bluetooth water bottle. Bluetooth water bottles are like $16. It has a little Bluetooth speaker in the bottom, connected to the bottle. Put the water in there, play it, and you can be listening to the music as well while it's charging the water. So brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Yay, yay, yay. Then you put the water in here. And voila, you have your home mist, okay? And the home mist, once a week you use in the corners of all the corners of your home, all floors, okay? You will feel good. Your children or anybody living in the home will feel fantastic. This is also good if somebody's stressed out, somebody's having issues sleeping. You could just mist this in the room before they go to bed. Perfect, perfect, perfect combination. And again, it's raising you up. Te está despojando. So they're taking everything that's not positive and it's just lifting it up because it can't exist anymore. Because if your frequency goes whoop, you know, from here up, it's like, you know, 528 hertz. So that's when you feel, you could breathe. Your aura's nice and cleansed. It's nice and loose, right? But anything under there is like grief and apathy and shame and all of those emotions that are really low vibrating, all right? So these things are going to help to elevate you upward and help you, okay? So this here, you can carry it with you. And what I recommend is that you put it in the back of your neck, all right? And then you mist your aura just like that. Rain on me. Why don't you rain on me? Because that's how you want it to feel, like coolness in your physical body, but also in your spirit body, okay? And why the back of the neck is because this is the spiritual gateway. This is where energy enters and exits, okay? When we're working as mediums with our guides, we are feeling the energy come in and out. Test it out. Do a reading, and then afterwards, put your hand in your neck. It's going to be extremely hot. So you want to cool off your crown chakra. You want to cool off that space, because if not, you're going to be overheated. And when you're overheated, what happens? You get dehydrated, then you get muscle ache, then you're no good to yourself or anybody else around you. We don't want that. Come on now, you're too beautiful for that. You're too beautiful for that. Be mindful. Be mindful. So then, you know how to use it. We've explained it, but what you want to do as well is, get a glass of water, put your mist there, and then put a little candle in front of it overnight before you use it. And say a prayer, whatever prayer. Allan Kardec has amazing prayers that you can do. But you can say a prayer of whatever your belief is, and that's fine. And ask that this is attuned for the greatest and best good of you and anyone that uses it. Okay? You leave it until the little candle dies out and finishes up, and voila, you're ready to go. So this is how you make a spiritual clearing mist for clearing of the mind, the body, the soul, and emotions, because emotions can be very powerful and they can really, really, really affect our life in a way that we have no control. So let's keep ourselves up and high and where we need to be so we can be who we came here to be, not who our hurts made us be. Bye for now, everybody. See you soon. Bye. Thank you in advance for your trust in me. Comment below with the results that you've had after you've done this. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to stay tuned with all of my shenanigans.